During Anime Expo 2025, one of the cooler things that I was able to do was go behind closed doors to play an early demo of Varlet, the upcoming JRPG from FuRyu. One interesting thing about the name Varlet is that the definition of it is historically a man or boy acting as an independent or servant, but the very old-fashioned of this word describes a dishonest or unprincipled man. Suffice it to say, I walked away intrigued by its unorthodox approach to personal growth, turn-based combat, and layered character systems. Developed by a team that includes talent from the games Crystar and Monarch, this game leans heavily into themes of identity and duality, building on familiar genre foundations without settling for convention. One of the more notable aspects of this is that it'll be the first self-published release from this team, which is a significant step for a Japanese developer. So let's get into the preview.
私のデザイアが言ってるんです。そうすればみんなが私を見てくれる。もっともっと注目してくれるって。だからはるか先輩にはもっと有名になってもらわないと。はるか先輩がひどい目にあってそれを大勢の人が知れば知るほど私も人気者になれるはずなんです。
Varlet has some pretty unique systems to get the hang of before fully understanding what it's trying to do. The game puts player decision at the center of a personality test system. Every action, both in combat and daily life, influences the Triad, which is the 6-axis chart tracking 3 light and 3 dark personality traits. However, I was able to confirm that the position on the axis doesn't just dictate the narrative tone, it also alters passive abilities, subtly reshaping how you play. I asked, but there is actually no easy way to reverse course once traits have begun shifting, without just trying to guess the opposite of the traits you're trying to correct. Unlike other games that might let players backpedal or rewrite personality outcomes, Varlet commits to the consequences. If you want to see a different result, you'll have to act differently and trust the system to reflect it. The idea here is less about moral correctness and more about self-awareness, which may resonate with younger players discovering more about their playstyle and character preferences. The story of Varlet follows a student working for SSS, or the Student Support Services, who patrols the campus each day, completes anomaly scans, and handles side quests before checking in and advancing the clock. In practice, it's a pretty straightforward loop, but one that invites players to either move at their own pace or min-max through repeatable tasks. This daily structure brings to mind the pacing of games like Persona, and while Varlet certainly takes cues from that series, its design roots actually stretch back to a series that doesn't quickly come to mind. The team pointed at a game called Gun Parade March, which is actually a more direct influence for this title, specifically its blend of school life military themes and emotional introspection. While Persona might be the popular comparison, fans of Gun Parade March will likely spot the deeper DNA as we're told. Outside of the school life, Varlet does have some unconventional dungeons. Instead of traveling to the outskirts of the town, players dive into these things called glitches. These dungeons are short-lived rifts in the real world that offer puzzles and battles. Each party member then belongs to something called a tribe, which is essentially a class archetype within its own style. These roles actually matter, especially during boss fights where unique companion abilities, like Triads that can stun enemies, add tactical weight to the overall flow of the battle. Combat itself sticks to traditional turn-based systems, which was explained to us that it's a deliberate decision by the developers. While early discussions entertained action gameplay or even using the tactical systems from Monarch, the team landed on turn-based mechanics to create space for communication and reflection, which in this game are the pillars of the narrative. Even so, boss encounters come with added layers to keep the experience feeling far too passive. Though Varlet shares some static threads with Monarch, players won't need to play the game to understand this new world. The vivid colors and white accented character designs may look familiar, but the story and systems are standalone. While we didn't get to experience it through our demo, there are also some dark side characters that appear based on player routes, reinforcing the game's core identity themes. I mentioned this in the beginning, but Varlet also marks a new direction for this developer, FuRyu. This is the publisher's first worldwide simultaneous release, complete with a post-launch season pass that has been confirmed to us, so we're excited to see what comes in that. Still, whether this title lives up to the layered ambitions remains to be seen, but from our early experience, Varlet is shaping up to be a stylish and introspective JRPG, and not in the way that sacrifices depth for aesthetics. Varlet is currently in development for PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Nintendo Switch, and PC, with the release date planned for August 27th, 2025. Now, enjoy some gameplay.
れた。鏡の向こうで笑う後悔はずっと胸が痛かった押し殺した孤独の死滅。
みんなお疲れ様。
ちょっとは貢献できたかな。バッチリよロア。
Boys y Pixel.